Hello, lovely people. Welcome to the Geek. I am Penge, and welcome to what is going to be the final scheduled part of Epic Tavern. So some of you may be hearing the words final and Epic Tavern and thinking, oh no, he's abandoning it. But no, what we are going to do is not have it regularly on a Saturday night anymore. But when Epic Tavern is updated, we shall come back and have a look at it. Because as discussed last time out, I think it's getting a little bit repetitive as it stands right now. I think we might have sort of reached the limit, as it were, of what this early access game is currently up to. And yeah, it's early access. Let's not forget that this is an early access game. It's not finished. It's not finished. And I had a little look back through stats. We've had 26 parts of Epic Tavern, which includes the live stream. So we had 15 for the original run, 10, including this video, for the return. So after I'd fixed my little glitches and things with the save file, and we'd come back and got the characters back, and then one update video for the harvest patch. So that's 26 videos we've had for Epic Tavern. For an early access game, that's quite a lot. For a game of this type of style as well. It's not like a sort of open world exploration game, that kind of thing. So I think that's done pretty well. But we shall come back to it. We'll come back and we'll check on what's going on. When they update it, we'll have a little look at things. We'll do maybe a couple of parts. It depends what they've added. Or we might just have a little update video just to see exactly what has happened. But of course, we still have this video. We still have this video to go through. So what is currently going on? We've spent all our action points. So let's go over to here. Let's have a look what's happening. Now, I think there are 2 lots of quests out and about, aren't there? Yeah, so these guys are on their way back from the Winterflame Workshop. And I can't remember what that one was. Oh, and they're on their way back as well, aren't they? They didn't quite get their way back from the witch. They went to convince... Oh, no, they're going out to convince the witch. That's it. They're going to convince 116, whatever that is. Go and convince the witch that she doesn't need her somewhat dubiously cheating boyfriend. But still does leave us with 2 groups of people who are not going out and doing anything. Now, there are 3, in fact, quests now that are on 20 days. Now, we won't ever see the end of these, and all these quests here are just going to be, they're just going to be sort of left behind, as it were. So I think let's try and finish things as much as we can. So let's try and finish, say, this one here, The Fallen Tree, or Grave Regards. Yes, again, the map quest things, they're not entirely clear as to what they are indicating. I don't really know what they're referring to. Mentioned last time, I think, yeah, it must have been some sort of trigger thing that we've missed, or that the early accessing hasn't triggered, so we don't quite know what these maps are. So this one says, from the locations on the map, the question mark appears to be about where Susan's cemetery sits. The clues create a poem that seems to be missing a line. Perhaps looking for the next line will lead to the treasure. The graveyard is the party's best bet. So, okay, well, let's send some people out that have got good mind then. So Dugrim has good mind. Bartholomew's got a bit of survival. Oh, we could do with someone who can talk. Social people. Yeah, Brom, you'll do. That's very lovely. And that's a good balance of skills. We could do with someone else who's a bit mindy and possibly a bit fighty. So Amelia might do, because she's got a bit of social as well. Amelia's very good. I like her. I think she might be one of my favourites. Amelia might be one of my favourite characters, as well as, obviously, the Grunts. The Grunts is clearly the king of characters. He's going to get to level 8 as well. Very excited. Go, Gruntson. Okay, so that's one lot gone, and who's left behind? Only 2 people. So Crawford and Drusilla will have to stay behind, because there's no party for them to join. I'm not saying them off with just 2 of them, because that way madness lies. So, okay, here we go then. Let's go forth and do this. So we're sending those guys out to do Grave Regards for the map quest, and the other 2 guys are doing their quest as it is. So the 2 guys, other 2 groups. So here we go. So these guys heading out to Susan's cemetery. A bard, here he is. It's the bard. A bard sends the heroes off with a rousing rendition of the ballad, The Adventuring Party That Didn't Die Horribly. Yep, thank you, bard. I shall not miss your little singing endeavours. The party encounters an exhausted-looking peasant woman struggling to push a cart of vegetables to market. Indeed we do. I wonder if it's the same one as previously. Without a word, Bartholomew takes the car handle and helps the woman push the cart. They walk in friendly silence for several miles. Oh, that's very kind. Not Dugrim, the gigantic orc man. No, Bartholomew, the little dwarf. Someone shouts, "My horses!" from nearby, and the heroes turn just in time to see a team of horses sprinting at them. The party barely jumps out of the way. Is that the terminology for a group of horses? A team? A team of horses. Okay. Oh, I didn't know that. Ah, good. This is actually fairly nearby, this quest thing here. The party comes upon a wizard couple building a mansion. The wizards start to argue over the window treatments in the summoning chamber. Now, there's me saying, I'm going to stop because it's repetitive. I've never seen that before, or if I have, I don't remember it. Okay, well, what does this do? Okay, we succeed. Dougarim questions both wizards and leads them to a compromise everyone is happy with. Oh, okay. I thought it was going to be slightly more dramatic, but okay. The party reaches Suzon Cemetery and sees a dead body on the ground. But, in a cemetery? Is that too rare in this kind of world? Bartholomew finds a piece of parchment in the man's hand. The poem is scribbled on the page. Okay, and Bartholomew notices the body is pointing at the Reaper gravestone and goes to investigate the statue. Carved at its feet are the words, "For these 3 sins he must atone." I don't know what any of this is relevant to, but okay, let's go back. Oh, and here we go. It's a bar fight where they're going to be friends at the end of it. Emilia bumps into a fellow in a pub, spilling his drink. Finally, the barmaid mutters, "I haven't seen a decent fight in weeks." Emilia dodges a punch, then breaks a man's jaw without spilling a drop of her wine. I do apologise. There is another one of these where they end up being friends, don't they? And they compliment each other on their brawling skills and go and have a pint. But no, Emilia just breaks someone's jaw. Well done. Good job, Emilia. Nice. See, I like her. The party discusses, No. You can't just change what's been right for generations like that. What's stopping us? I'm getting angry at you. Okeydoke. What's that about? They're having a big argument then, I assume that means. Bartholomew's stomach begins to growl ferociously. Why didn't he eat before they left? Yep, fair point. The party stumbles across a bread merchant on the trail leading into town. Perfect. I don't remember that either. I genuinely don't remember that. Okay, that's cool then. So some new things, and then probably some old things. Yep, watch out, Brom shouts. Whoa, that was close. What the hell is that doing there? We'll never know what that is. But there we go. Are you joking? Are you actually joking that they're not back at the tavern? The tavern is there. It's next to them. Once they get to here, once they get onto this thing here, that should be it. That should be home. Okay, fine. So the Tinker's down to the Winterflame Workshop. They rescued Flustercap. We got him back to the workshop. And that is all lovely. Oh yes, there was a jolly old wizard. There was Wilbur Winterflame, who was a big... Essentially, I believe he is Father Christmas. But obviously he isn't Father Christmas, but that's his kind of role. Gudrek wrangles a few lizard eggs from a nearby burrow and prepares a mighty feast to start their day off right. The heroes are well nourished. Okay, that's good. Maybe they could drag these guys with them to get them to the bloody end. To help pass the time, Gudrek tells the party a story of lust, love, and redemption. Oh, okie dokie. Mindy is moved to tears. It's just so beautiful, she says. The party is honoured that Gudrek shared the story with them. I wouldn't have had him, the murderous assassin, as someone who would tell a story of lost love and redemption, but there we go. I guess it takes all folks. And they are home. The party returns to the tavern. Literally just as simple as that. The heroes return to Flustercap and the stolen goods to Wilbur Winterflame at his workshop in the mountains. In return, they receive the hottest new toy this winter's crest, a Netherling on a string. And it's an actual thing, a Netherling on a string. We must remember to go and look at that item. The Zone of Heart to Heart. Okay, yep, this is another one of the map quests, I believe. Is it a map quest? Yes, it's a map quest, and it was a witch. So maybe we've done it there. Maybe we've... oh yeah, we did. We must have found her and we're on our way back now. So yes, we've obviously spoken to her and told her that it's not healthy to have a relationship with Lothario if she has to keep spying on him, essentially. The heroes spot a faint trail in the woods, but lack the tracking skills to follow it. Oh well, it was probably nothing. Now, yeah, I like things like that, little bits like that. If we'd have had Uloth, who's got tracking, I wonder what that would have said. Would it have said, oh, and you found a cave with loads of gold in, or whatever? I don't know, but there we go. So I quite like that. Panic screaming is heard in the distance. Hurrying forward, the heroes spot an orc hanging over a pit of spikes. The rope suspending him is badly frayed and on the verge of snapping. Who keeps hanging this orc up over this pit of spikes with a bit of badly frayed rope? He must stop doing that. The heroes rush to the rescue and cut down the suspended orc. Grateful, he leads them back to his cabin and prepares a small feast in their honour. Okay, so they're a little bit slow because they're going across there. It looms over the party. Uh-oh, says Brazen. I think you've got this. Brazen comments, hit it in the throat. It's certain to die, plus it will suffer. Norman responds, that's messed up, but worry not. I've got you, fam. The thief puts a towering enemy down with style. Good. job, you lot. And you guys have made it home. No one better be sitting in my seat, Grunts says as they approach the geek cupboard. The chairs by the fireplace have uneven legs, and I'm going to have trouble staying upright as is. Yes, Grunson's gonna get drunk. Good job, Grunts. Telling a witch to break up with their betrothed wasn't as hard as one might think. Lona asked the party to meet her in Taswell Bayer at Luthgaro's house and make sure she doesn't do anything irrational. That shouldn't be too hard. Oh, yes. What could possibly go wrong with a witch being irrational? Okeydoke, I think next day, that's it, isn't it? Yep, okay, back to the tavern we go. Okay, so we've got a few tired people. That's probably fine. And again, we need some more of this. We need rat and greens now this time. So food. So barbecued rat and roilers greens. There we go. Splendid. Lots of that. And right, let's do the grunts. Oh, Sharamph has gone up. Did Grunts not go up? I know he did. He's just down at the bottom. Okay, so Sharamph has gone up to level 3. That's good. A law master. So 4 points. So what can you have? Okay, well, you've got plenty in mind. Let's just see if we can level something up. So arcane law might be interesting. Let's have a point in that. And then let's have a point in medical diagnosis, just to make you a little bit more sort of rounded. A point in combat, and then let's go back to your strength. So let's have a point in ancient law as well. And now, the Grunts, level 8. He joins the level 8er. So he joins Drusilla, who weirdly enough, what level did she join us at? Because she was the first one to get to level 8, but she was certainly not one of the first ones we had. I don't think she was one of the first ones we had. I think it was obviously Grunson and Murgle you kind of get at the start. I think, did we get Dugarim and Brayson fairly early on? I can't remember now on this run through. But here we go. Grunson. Yes. 5 skill points. Okay. Let's make him hitty. Let's give a point in thrown weapon because that's interesting. Another point in swords and axes. Let's give him a bit of sense danger and then 2 toughness. Why not? Let's make him tough. There you go, Grunson. Ah, good old Grunts. Okay, what was the item thing we picked up again? We've got some goblin wizard cards and all that kind of chiseled sticks. I can't wait till we could sell these things. Netherling on a string is +4 mind. Okay, that's interesting. So who is carrying a bit of a potentially rubbishy item? Yeah, that improves his survival skills. I don't mind him having that. Who? Amelia. Oh, Amelia's out and about, though, so that's no use at the minute. Gudrek has got that's really good. Yep, you're all out and about. Murgle. Oh, that book gives her some survival stuff, so she can at least contribute in survival tasks. Grunson? Fighting-wise? That's really good, that thing. We must be able to give it to somebody. Ulof? HME Medallion. What's your actual combat skills? 15. But it gives you +4 in coordination, the HME Medallion that you've got now. Yeah, I don't want to give it to you either. Crawford? That gives him lots of social. That's his thing. Mindy. Do you know what? Should we just give it to Mindy? Should we just go, there you go, Mindy, and that'll give her some of the mind skill set because she hasn't got anything. Why the heck not, eh? Netherling on a string. There you go. So now you're able to detect evil and have focused hearing, which is quite cool. Okay, that's no bad thing. Okay, a new person. Hello. All these amazing names. Murgle, Grunson. This guy's Christopher Glover. Hello, Chris. How are you? All right. What's it like down the shop? Lovely. Right, okay, yep, let's give you some stuff. Sharamp, pibbly popply boo. You can have all the stuff. Murgle. Let's have a big chat with the Murgs. There we go. A big chat even in Drusilla. Yeah, quick chat with you. Splendid. And Grunts. Big chat. Big, long chat, Grunson. We're going to run out of time to have these chats soon. You'll miss me, Grunson, when I'm gone. Right, Crawford, what is the quest you have for us? The Winterflame Workshop. Back on that's miles away as well. The Netherling on a string toy the heroes received from Wilbur Winterflame is acting weird. Originally, it would say, let's be friends when squeezed, but it just asks the bartender for a bowl of blood. Pay a return trip to the workshop to return the defective toy. I've just spent 5 minutes, or it was, figure out who to flipping give it to. Okay, fine. So we're going to take that back. This is the janitor at the Mage College limps into the tavern, bruised and bleeding. My self-cleaning brooms have gone haywire, he says. They keep attacking me, and those bristles are sharper than they look. The Mage College is an absolute hive of activity. There's about 4 or 5 quests over there at the minute. Need to get that sorted. And under her reign, a messenger leaves a sandy letter A sandy letter on the bar. A merchant's travelling caravan trade route in the Badlands are requesting extra muscle for an upcoming journey. Seems straightforward enough. Kill raiders, get gold. It won't be as easy as that, but okay, right? That's interesting. Yeah, might as well get some gold out of you. Not that I need the gold with my 12,000 gold, but Okeydoke. Priscilla, you can have that. Let's listen to you. What have I got left? 12. 10 now. Okay. Ulath, yeah, reminisce over a drink. Might as well just do the big one. 2 left. Who wants a drink? I feel like I should buy one for the barman. I'll offer you a meal, actually. Here you go, Murgle. Some stale bread. I know how you're a big fan of stale bread. Mmm, delicious. Okay, so I think that's it. Now, annoyingly, I'm sitting there trying to get rid of quests. I'm trying to get rid of quests, and they keep giving me more. I just keep acquiring quests. Right, who's not going? So Mindy is tired. Uloth is tired. Do you know what? They could all go out, couldn't they? They're only tired. It's not like they're suffering any detrimental things to everything. It's minus 10% to all combat skills. So the mind skills, and the social skills and survival skills will be absolutely fine. So yeah, I think we send people out. What I have to be careful with, though, by the end, when we finish this video, and when we finish the sort of run-through, I don't want anybody to be out adventuring, because I think that would be bad. That'll be bad, because then I'll worry about them, and I'll be worried that they're out and about on their own. So we've got one party who are allegedly out, who are literally stood outside the door. The guys would go, why are you stood outside the door, guys? What are you doing? You stood outside the door there. Looking a bit weird. Okay, what's this? This is another map quest thing. The Fallen Tree. One drawing looks like an appended tree. Oh my goodness, where is that? That is a trazillion miles away. That's through the castle and out the other side. Good grief. But that is part of the map quest. So I could do that and at least carry that on. Or I could go and do this and see if we can finish this. But I suspect that's not going to be the end of that quest line. Do you know what? Let's go and do that. Grunson can go out. Social skills. So let's get Brazen involved. Splendid 48 versus 20 just by putting her in. Good. We need a bit of the old mine. So Norman can go. And then, whatever, maybe another social person just to give us a little boost. Well, Mindy, she can go to get some XP, and that clocks that up quite nicely. That is lovely. Okay, these aren't going anywhere, so I think we're just going to leave those 3. We're going to leave those 3 for now. I don't think that's any concern. So some assembly required. People are going on that. How many people have we got left now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we could send 2 groups of 3 or 1 group of 4 and leave 2 behind. I think I'd rather send a group of 4 and leave a couple behind. So what's this one then? The map quest. Can we do the map quest with not very many social people? Oh, as long as Crawford's there, it's fine. So Ulath, Gujarek, and possibly someone with mind. Is there anyone with mind? Yeah, yes, Sharamph, you'll do. And then so staying behind are Murgle. Oh, Murgs. Do you know what? No. Sharamph, you, get out of the party, Sharamph. Away with you. Murgs. The Murgs is coming because she's better. So we'll leave behind Murgle and Grusilla again. Now, do they get cross if you leave them behind too much? Do they get angry? I really don't know. But there we go. So the Fallen Tree. So we'll do that as well. And the other guys are going to come back. So one drawing looks like an appended tree. Reminds me of the old healing tree up north, a patron at the bar remarks. Killed over last month and the nearby town's been struggling to get by. If you give them a hand, they'll probably give you something in return. Okeydoke. Right. On a crowded street, Crawford accidentally kicks over an elderly beggar's donation bowl. She yells after him, "Curse you, doctor!" Oh no, so he's been cursed. It's never a good start, is it? Yeah, so this bite wound isn't getting any better. Gudrek winces as he lifts his arm. "Haha, don't worry, there is a doctor in the house." Unbelievable, Murgle's on it. "Fear not, I know a trick." Murgle walks to a nearby burrowberry bush, which is very tricky to say, and plucks a few berries. Rub 2 of these on there and eat the 3rd. In that order. Works every time. There is a doctor. There is a doctor. He could probably help you with that, but Okeydoke, you do rubbing berries on your armpits, whatever it was. The party, running low on water, happens across a well. The bones of what appear to be dozens of animals and more than a few humanoids are strewn about in the immediate area. "Ye gods, Uloth, don't drink that. Haven't you ever... Just give me a minute, yells Crawford. Calling upon all his wilderness knowledge, he finds plants in the nearby brush and expertly coaxes water from their stems. I still don't get what the big deal was, Uloth grumbles as they continue on their journey. Now that I find a bit weird. Uloth is the ranger, so Uloth would have lots of wilderness knowledge. I would have thought it would have been one of these two that would have been like, yeah, drink the water. He was a doctor, so he probably knows it's not good for you. And Uloth is a ranger, an outside person with wilderness-type skills. So I would have thought Uloth would have known about that, but never mind. There we go. Yeah, they've gone the long way. I would have gone through the castle and out the other end. A stone gargoyle falls off a building and clobbers Uloth on the head. Oh, good. The ranger needs immediate first aid. Well, there is a doctor in the house, so that's splendid. Gudrek patches Uloth up, but we'll be on the lookout for signs of concussion. You just don't feel like doing any doctoring today, yeah, Crawford? Just no doctoring. He's just going. He's just going on his merry without being a doctor. A finely dressed man interrupts the party on the road, claiming Gudrek owes him a large debt. He probably does. Recalling the loan he owes the man, Gudrek negotiates a small extension, then convinces him to lend him a bit more. Sucker! Okay. Yeah, these guys aren't going to get back in a day, are they? So there we go. As the night creeps in, Gudrek senses it will be much colder than anticipated. Yeah, maybe light a fire. Gudrek collects firewood and sets up camp for the night. With a flick of her wrist, Murgle ignites the campfire, and dinner is enjoyed without incident. Yes, I like that. You see, it's using her magic fire skills. And there we go. The dead healing tree cracks underneath the party as they investigate the area. While they're searching, townsfolk from nearby begin congregating. They look anxiously at Murgle as she climbs through branches. Yeah, she does tend to have fiery stuff happening, and you are in a tree, which is probably not a good thing. Come on. Murgle asks a townsperson why they're gathering. She says that the tree was their lifeblood, and even after its death, they don't like outsiders messing with it. Okay, sorry. I mean, I don't quite know what we're doing there. We're looking at a tree for clues to something. I don't know what. Outside a country manor, a party sees strange chalk symbols on the fence. Oh, we're going to go inside and have some food. Uloth recognises the symbols as a code some travellers use. The kitchen of this manor apparently offers free hearty meals, which the heroes indulge in. Lovely. Free hearty meal. Yeah, these guys aren't going to get back today, I don't think. As the heroes discuss where to set up camp, they spot an extravagant pavilion tent on the side of the road. The owner, a wealthy merchant, welcomes the heroes to join him for a feast and to spend the night in comfort. Okay, that's good. So they get a night out in a fancy pants pavilion thing. Cool. And here we go. These guys are going out. So the Netherling on a string toy is now saying it's asking the bartender for a bowl of blood. So we've got to take it back. Birds whistle a cheerful morning tune. Shut up, Brayson yells. Can't you see I'm hungover? And look, we're sending all humans for this one. We're not saying any orcs or dwarves or anything. It's all humans. That's quite exciting. Okay, right. Let's go. Yeah, these guys have got a long old trek. The deteriorating remains of giant statues loom in the distance, well off the party's path. An introspective Grunson wonders to himself if anyone will remember him when he is gone. Oh, well, isn't that appropriate for this particular video? Yes, Grunson, we will remember you. You're the star, I think. I think Grunson is the star of the show, really. He's the character. Mindy holds up the Netherling on a string toy. Now, did I give it to her? Yes, I did. Oh, that's rather appropriate that she's going. That's good. It's supposed to alternate between 3 phrases about friendship. But listen to this thing. After a squeeze to activate it, the toy's head rotates to face the acrobat and it says, "You'll have to sleep eventually, Mindy, and I'll be waiting. Hee." Then goes limp. Okay. Yeah, I don't want one of those. I think that we can return that. We're within our customer rights to return that, I think. The heroes settle into a comfortable silence as they continue on their way. Norman finds it refreshing, as he rather dislikes talking to Brazen. We've not had a check thing yet. It's all been travel ones. That thing's not spending another minute in this house. A woman nearly knocks Mindy over as she storms out of her home, carrying a rag doll at arm's length. The doll flails and yells at her, "I'll find another way in, you rancid trollop." The heroes pick up their pace. A rancid trollop? Good lord. Okay, again, no checks. It's all been walking stuff. The cut Brazen received in the last skirmish looks infected. Okeydoke. Maybe if we go off-road, we'll get some challengey things. There we go. The adventurers buy a pie. Oh, brilliant. Buy a pie to cheer themselves up. However, Brazen does a bad job of cutting, and the party squabbles over who gets the largest piece. Oh, come on, it's a pie. One cuts, another chooses. A law of the land. Sorry. One cuts, another chooses. A law of the land, Grunson says. Brazen reluctantly agrees. So yes, you got the smallest bit then. Right, are they even going to make it to the thing? Are they going to make it to the marker? I don't know. The stars look unfamiliar tonight. Have they changed? Grunts tells of other times the stars have changed. The murder of the Ageless Queen, the burning of the southern reaches, the disappearance of Amon-Hur. Dark days may lie ahead, but at least the party is forewarned indeed. Exploring a cave, Grunson stumbles across a smuggler's den. Don't let them escape, one cries. I think we will have you. The smugglers defeated, the party investigates the stacked crates of goods. I had no idea there was a profit in smuggling dolls, Grunson says. Okay, that's part of this quest, isn't it? The party sets up camp near a makeshift graveyard. Grunson examines the tombstones and learns that all of the occupants died by the age of 2. How sad. That is sad. That is very sad. Why is that? Is that something that I need to be aware of? Okeydoke, next quest. And yes, these guys are going to come back home. That's it. So they went to a graveyard and there was someone holding a thing. Okay. So squirrels chase each other through the underbrush as the heroes pack up camp. They've got it made, Brom says. No responsibilities or dragons to slay. You've never slayed a dragon. They just run around and play all day without a care in the world until something bigger eats them. On second thought, and yay, as the Geek appears in the distance, Brom sighs, I feel like I could sleep for a week. Dugrin raises an eyebrow. Why? It's not like you did anything out there. Yeah, you've walked about 20 metres to the thing. That's all you've done. How can you be tired? Okay, fine. There we go. So what does this bit say then here? The party found an inscription on the Reaper's pedestal. It must be the last line in the poem. Okay, so I'm piecing together bits of a poem from these map marker quest thingamabobs. Together, it now reads something like, a life consumed in wooden caskets, a murdered loved one housed in stone, cut down by steel from buried hatchets. For these 3 sins he must atone. Okay, well it makes sense, so maybe someone can tell me what that means now. A life consumed in wooden caskets, like a vampire. They might be in wooden caskets, like a coffin. I don't know. Cut down by steel from buried hatchet. I don't know. Okay, back to the tavern. Okay, right. I've stocked up on tea. I've had some tea. And this is good. So, yeah, I don't think we need to buy anything particularly. Okeydoke. Oh, there's a new person. Hello, Letitia Wiggly. They ran out of dramatic names now. They've run out of, really good names. I know, Letitia Wiggly. Bert Atkins will be on there somewhere. Okay, hello. Welcome, Letitia. Have a margarita. Why don't you? Yeah, here they go. Look like Chris Glover. Like Brom, Snowflare. It's a great name. Next to, I don't know, Frank Smith. Right, you, yes, Bibbly Bobbly Boo, you. Yep, do all the talkings. Bartholomew, yep, talking. Okay, right, there's a quest from Gurg. So, Gurg. Enter the mysterious groundskeeper in the Suzon Cemetery. If a body was buried in a graveyard, chances are the digger or groundskeeper will know who was buried. Maybe someone should ask them if they know anything about the grave. Okay. Yes, let's do that then. Okay, and Sharamp can have some wine. And I've pressed a button that I didn't mean to, but okay, let's give you some mead, because that's good. You, yep, beds, good. Oh, and listen, and drink, fairy water, whatever, yep, good. You, room, yeah. Right, anyone want anything? You just want to chat. Let's do a big chat for you, because it uses up the action points. Drusilla, is that Gurg that wants a room? Yep, okay, room for you. Does anyone else want anything? Oh, and Gurg wants some house wine. Of course, dwarves drinking wine. It's not right. You shouldn't be drinking wine. Okay, right. So that's that done. Now somebody's leveled up. How exciting. Dugarim's level 8. He's joined the levelators. Okay. Well, let's give him one of each. Let's give him a point in climbing to make him a bit more rounded. Oh, I can't give him one in social. So a couple of points in swords and axes. And then 2 in here. So what's his lowest one? Break illusion is quite low. And how about tracking? Tracking might be useful. It would have been useful earlier in the woods, wouldn't it? Okay, that's good. Is someone else leveled up? No? The thing's still there. Ah, it must be someone out and about. I wonder. Oh, it's Mindy. There you go. Mindy's leveled up. Mindy has gone to level 5, but she is out and about adventuring right now. Okay, that's exciting then. So now what do we want to go out and do? So let's just go straight back out. Let's just go straight back out on a quest or 2. That's underway. That's fine. They're on their way to the workshop, the Tinker's Workshop thing. Now, I'm trying to make sure that we don't leave anybody out and about. I don't want to finish the thing with people out. But, yeah, I don't know. Am I going to have to do that? Am I going to have to leave them out and about? Enter the Mysterious Groundskeeper is a 2-day thing. Now, those guys going to the workshop are going to be 2 days. We've got another 2 days. So let's get these guys. Let's get this. If a body was buried in a graveyard, chances are the digger or groundskeeper will know who was buried. Maybe someone should ask them if they know anything about the grave. So that grave in particular that we were just looking at, who is that? So who hasn't been out for a while? Grusilla didn't go out, did she, last time? So let's send Grusilla, which is good. Let's send Brom, because he has social skills to help with the actual social part. Has anyone else got any social skills? No. Oh dear, we may struggle with this. 44 versus 30 is not great. 53 versus 30 is better. Sharamph. Yeah, now see, do we need to send Sharamph? Does that up that anymore? 46. Okay, so 55 versus 30. Is that going to be sufficient? I really don't know. So Dugrim's going to stay behind, and Bartholomew the Barbarian. Those guys come out and do that. That's it, because there's only 2 of them left again. There's only 2 left. So, okay, yep. Go forth, little crazy running man. Let's do this. Yep, so let's go up to that graveyard thing where we just were and ask about who was buried in that grave. A chill morning breeze whips through the city streets. Better bring a second layer. Indeed, maybe we should. Okay, so they're on their way. Brom glances down an alley and sees a group of teenagers loitering ominously. You go and tell them off. Oh, disturbingly, we failed the social check, which is what this whole quest is based around. That doesn't instill much confidence, does it? Good, poor, and good. Oh, well, if Brom has a poor performance, that's a bad thing. The party accuses the teens of being in a gang and begins lecturing them on community awareness. With all the eye-rolling, Brom doubts they even listened. Okay, we messed that up then. We don't see that very often. We don't see failures very much. Did you get a load of that Hydra? What a nasty brute, eh? Okay, this is surprisingly simple. A beggar reaches out to Brom, asking for spare gold. Spare gold? It was spare gold. Okay, now this is 95% success chance. Okay, that's a bit better. Contributes 48 skill power. And Brom is blessed. The merchant takes a few gold coins from his coin purse and hands them over. The ragged man looks up at Brom and recites a blessing of good fortune. Oh, so Brom has been blessed. That's good. The party returns to the graveyard and spots the groundskeeper's lonely house. It sits on a squat hill in the fog. The owner is shuffling around the side yard. Okay, 95% chance. The same chance of success as that one. Let's give it a go. Yay! Emilia walks up to the man and asks if you need any help. He smiles, tired, eyes crinkling, and starts chattering as he hands her gardening equipment. Also, Emilia is probably pretty handy in a graveyard, surely, given that she's a necromancer. She can just get everyone to move around. A local beggar asks the party for alms. The party managers politely decline, without looking cheap. Yet earlier on, we helped a beggar. There we go. Who knows what's going on? Brom's clearly had enough of helping beggars. Yeah, I don't think we've ever been to that castle just there. Brom hears strange sounds coming from Sharamph's pack. At the first opportunity, he sneaks a peek inside and finds a baby Minotaur. When confronted about the impromptu addition to the party, Sharamph says, I know, I just couldn't leave the cute little thing there to die. I'll promise I'll drop it off with the next druid we encounter. Brom grumbles, worried about yet another mouth to feed. Yeah, these guys don't get back, do they? Which is really frustrating. They get to just there and then it'll stop. Help, please! The voice cries from the underbrush. The heroes find a man pinned under a large and heavy-looking boulder. The party works together to push the boulder off the man, freeing him. Thank you, brave heroes, he says. I was a couple hours away from hacking my arm off to get free. Indeed, I bet you were. Now, are they going to get home? Come on. The party comes across a foreign nobleman and his retinue camped at the side of the road. Jolly good. Grusilla is polite but awkward around the befuddled aristocrat. No international incidents occur, and everyone goes on their way. Yes, that's kind of a hulking barbarian orc brute. Probably not very good for an aristocrat. Are they going to get home? No. It's the same as before. Nah, botherations. Okay, these are the guys that are on their way to here. They are almost there. Yep, so that's the gravestones of the people that were that all died at the age of 2. Flustercap rushes out to greet the heroes as they approach the workshop. Francis is back, it yells, scrambling up Norman to hug the wincing thieve's head. Boss is having bad time. You follow. Okay, will do. Why do I always read him like, what's he called? Gollum's voice. Francis is back. As the heroes move through the workshop, the Netherling stop working to stare at them. We eat them, one yells, then loses its courage and scurries under a table. Francis, hurry, Flustercap says. Netherling's having bad time too. Uh-oh. Meet your quota or I'll send you back through that gate. An angry voice roars from the toymaker's office. The door is kicked open from within. Moments later, a Netherling is thrown out, bouncing across the floor as it scrambles to safety. Boss is sick, Flustercap says softly, hiding behind Mindy's leg. Oh dear. Wilbur Winterflame scowls as the heroes explain the toy's strange behaviour. Have you considered the possibility that proximity to your blackened heart is what's warping the toy? He snaps, then shakes his head to clear it before continuing. So sorry about that. I'm just a bit tired with the upcoming holiday and all. Here's a replacement. Run along now. I need some rest. Of course, that is not the end of that, surely. Okay, we're straight back out. Okay, right, I thought there might be another little bit where we're inside with Flustercat talking to us, but no, I don't think we are. Everyone stops to listen to the melodic chirping of a nearby bird. Norman and the bird attempt to outsing each other, but the bird cannot match his octave and angrily flies away. Norman subtly fist bumps and keeps walking. Yeah, take that, nature. Take that, bird. So now, yeah, these guys are trudge all the way back down a mountain and back onto the path. The deteriorating remains of giant statues looming in the distance, probably the same ones we saw from over there, well off the party's path. An introspective Mindy wonders to herself whether anyone will remember her when she is gone. Oh, wow, Mindy and Grunts in there getting very deep in thought. Mindy walks up to a strange spherical object sitting in the middle of the road, wondering aloud, who would leave a puzzle on the ground for some random person to solve? But you're going to solve it, aren't you? Grunts nods after the acrobat successfully completes a puzzle. Not bad. So, what are you, some kind of genius now? Oh, Grunts, I shall miss you. This is their final trip, because this is the end. When they get back home, that's it. They're not going out again. We might never know what happens to Flustercap. The party discovers a cave full of wiggleworts. There's no time to run, so they draw their weapons. Aren't wiggleworts what Ixie was? They were gigantic, massive things, and we had trouble catching one. Maybe they're little wiggleworts or something. That was what Ixie was. Fighting in a cave is somehow much more satisfying, Mindy says, wiping wigglewort blood off a great plate of sacred kings. Don't you think? Yes, I suppose. It's got more of a D&D feel about it. Norman glances down alley and sees a group of teenagers loitering ominously. It must be a new thing. The thief asks what the teens are waiting for. The rival gang, the leader responds. Norman explains to him that there are better things to fight. Like raiders or geese, they nod off and head for the pond. Okay. Yeah, they nod off. What? They nod and head off to the pond. They don't nod off. No sleeping was involved in that. The party comes across a sphinx blocking the road. Figure this one out. It saves, then attacks. We have seen this many a time. The party fights valiantly and defeats the mythical beast. Norman wonders if sphinx meat tastes mythically delicious. It doesn't. That is very hard to say. Yeah, there we go. So these guys probably get to around here, I would have thought, and then stop. While camping at night, the party lets the fire gutter out. A pack of wolves attacks. We can have wolves. Easy. The party fends off the wolves long enough to convince them they won't be easy prey. The party slinks off. The pack slinks off into the darkness. Yeah, oh, there we go. It literally stopped right there. And the next one is the fallen tree. So these guys are going to be coming back from the fallen tree quest. Now, yeah, this is a bit silly, isn't it? So they've gone and looked at a tree. We're going to come all the way back, pick up another quest which says, hey, you should go and do something about the tree. And then they're going to go back to the tree. So the clouds part and the heroes prepare for another day of righting wrongs and other deeds of do-goodery. But not always do-goodery, because one of them we hacked a man apart. Another one we stabbed someone. At a crossroads, the heroes rescue a high society matron from a rogue minotaur, earning an invitation to a formal dinner. All the fashionable people will be there. I've never seen that one before. That's exciting. The party members know just enough to not completely embarrass themselves. Oh, 88 versus 25. We were absolutely fine. Don't give me that. 12 hooded monks pass by, chanting about the death of all gods. They refuse to acknowledge the party. We've seen that a lot. They must just wander around just chanting. That's what they do. The party comes across a roadside rock that sort of looks like a face. Do you think someone carved it? Gudurek asks. I think it's a metaphor, Murgo replies. They walk away, still pondering the mystery. Come on, guys. Come on. You can get home. You can get home. Oh, that was a massive long stretch. A stinking swamp lays before the party. Really? That we've never noticed before. They can clearly see the other side, and it would be easy to walk across, but the smell is otherworldly. In the bad way. Don't fall in. Gudrek wraps some cloth around his face, takes a deep breath, and begins the short trek through the ankle-deep mud. Don't be trying to hog more than you share. My goodness me. Don't be trying to hog more than you take of the treasure this time, land pirate, Uloth says. Gudrek looks offended, snapping back. You got your share. It's not my fault you spent it all the first night. There we go. And they are back. And what does the little end bit say? The party spoke with the senior healer. Now, see, can you not tell me this when I'm actually at the thing? It would be useful if it told me that when I was actually at the marker after I succeeded. Because, yeah, you have to wait till you get back to find out what happened. The party spoke with the senior healer, who told them her town had been living off the tree for hundreds of years. When the heroes explained why they were there, she offered to strike a deal. A life tree seed for the information you seek. Ah, so now I'm going to have to go and get a life tree seed and take it back. Okay, the likelihood is we won't be seeing the end of that quest then. Okay, there we go. Everybody is back. And has anyone leveled up that's actually here? No, it's still Mindy. Mindy's still... Oh, no, Murgle. Murgle's joined the levelators. Oh, good job, Murgs. Oh, and I appear to have done that as well, but I didn't mean to do that. So, should we have one of each? Oh, no, we can't have a survival, which is annoying. Well, let's have an interrogation. I quite like the idea of burning hands. That's a good one. Let's... What's the lowest? Pyrotechnics. And let's give you another mind to make you super strong with mind. Let's have sense magic, because that's probably quite a useful thing to have, or one would imagine. Okay, right. As a new patron, Holly Fulton. Yep, they've run out of names. we've got to the end of the name list. It's now just people that work at the development team or something. That's fine. There you go, Letitia Wigley. I can't employ Letitia Wigley, and I've kind of broken the screen. Right, you are. Right, Dougarim. Oh, give me a quest then, Dougarim. Box. Don't know what's going on there. Genuine wizard boy. Everyone's heard the tales of fair maidens trapped in towers awaiting a valiant knight to rescue them. Well, Bale finally got one. A real fair maiden in a real tower. Unfortunately, anyone who tries to fight her wizard captor wakes up in the forest naked with no memory of what happened. Awesome. Okay, right. Oh, that's a shame. We probably won't ever see that quest. Right, Gurg. What's your quest? The root of all life. According to legend, every seed comes from the first tree of life. Surely it has other life tree seeds. I'm not sure what good it will do. Slante. Isn't that Irish? I swear that's Irish for like welcome or something. Slante, though. It's not going to grow in a day, perhaps a patron. No need to think about that now. Gotta get going. And another quest. We're going to have 16 quests. Stop giving me quests. Frumplin, former headmistress of the Mage College, is still missing. What's more, books of dark magic are disappearing from the library. But a hidden tunnel leading underneath the Mage College is ripe for exploration. That is about the 6th Mage College quest we've got now, isn't it? So that's Mage College. That's a Mage College. That's 2. That's Mage College. 3. That's not. That's 4. That's 5. What's that? That's not 1. That's not 1 either. So 5 then, is it? And into the breach. 6. There you go. 6 of them. 6. That's just crazy. That's very silly. Okay, one of these we could do, because we need to get these guys back. I'm not leaving people out and about. I'm not leaving them around. Oh, I need to go back to the town. I haven't spent all my points yet. But, yeah, so we're not leaving people around. Let's go back to the tavern quick. Just spend the last of our action points. Yeah, we can't leave them out and about. We've got to get them back home. We have to have everyone home. I'm not going to be happy with people out and about, because I shall worry about them, particularly if it's Grunts. Can't leave Grunts out and about forever until the next update or whatever. I've got to bring him home. So, okay, yes, right, let's just spend all the points. Yeah, Dougarim, big long chat with you, my good man. Yeah, lovely. Bartholomew, please have the lengthiest chat with me. There we go, splendid. I enjoyed that. Ah, right, good. More room, more money. Yeah, okay, we'll talk to you. Goodbye, Uloth. Yep, have a room. Holly, no, that's not you. Holly Mountaineer, yep, you can have that. Who else wants to talk to me? Gudrek. Yes, reminisce with me over a drink. Yes, my good man. Splendid. Letitia the Doctor. Yeah, good grief, there's an awful lot going on. Yep. How many have we got? 4. Okay, Ulof, give you some house ale. I don't know if you like it or not. And Murgle, offer you some Roiler's Greens. There we go. That's all that spent. Now let's go back to the map. There we go. Let's go back to the map and possibly, I don't know, are we going to start another quest? So, Enter Mysterious Groundskeeper is pretty much done. They just need to go just there. Some assembly required. They're on the way back. They're just there. So, I'll need, if I am going to do it, because this is probably going to be the last quest run, I'm going to need something that we can do and come back. Now, is Valridge possibly? Yes. I imagine we can get there and back. So, a taste of their own medicine. A young medic, Kieran Ashcut, rushes into the tavern announcing, "My mentor, Alwyn Clee, seeks your help in Millstone. The mountain orcs raided our infirmary and stole medical supplies we desperately need for the village. Recover the goods and Mr. Clee will help upgrade your tavern's infirmary." Okay, that might be quite cool. Then let's do that. Fighty and also customs. Oh, now Grunson's got orc customs, hasn't he? And he's out and about on another thing. Has Murgle got any kind of customs? No, she's got no social skills of any kind. Gudrek? Yes, okay, 3. There's 3 there, so that's probably a good thing. 3 with a multiplier of times 2 is 0. Okay, good logic. What about Bartholomew? Send Bartholomew. He doesn't have any custom skills, but he's certainly got combat, so that's good. And someone with survival and possibly customs would be useful. Crawford, do you have any kind of customs? No, you do not. But whatever. Join the party anyway, because you're quite good. So the only 2 not going out then are going to be Dugarim and Uloth, which is fine. Uloth's so nearly leveling. In fact, should we just do it to get Uloth leveled up? Should we just unassign one of these? Who isn't going to level up? Crawford might level up. So it'd be good if Uloth could level up. Bartholomew, are you going to level up? No. So he's probably not going to level up. Is Murgle going to level up? No. Murgle is not going to level up. So let's put in Uloth instead. And Murgs can sit back. Murgs can chill out. Murgle and Dugarim can argue, whatever it is. There we go. Okay. I think that's all we're going to do. We've only got those 2 anyway. So let's do this. This is it. This is the final quest run of our sort of permanent sort of scheduled videos. So yeah, here we go. Let's see how this works at 90 guards. We're only going to go across the road, basically. Have to get back in time. Right, here we go then. So, Mr. Clee obviously helped us build the infirmary in the first place. We have seen him quite a few times. Oh, when it's the bad luck thing. Oh, Epic Tavern knows. Epic Tavern knows that I'm abandoning it, although I'm not really abandoning it, but it knows. Look, a black cat crosses a hero's path, knocking over a tall vanity mirror that smashes on the ground in front of them. They bypass the mess by walking under a ladder. Anyone else get a bad feeling about this trip? Gudrek says, "I'm sorry, Epic Tavern, I'm sorry. You're going to try and kill all my people as well now, are you?" Crawford whistles a tune from his childhood. And we should be there pretty much soon. The adventurer's waterskins low happen upon a stream. "Think it's safe to drink?" Uloth asks. "Uloth, you're the ranger. You should know these things with streams." The party boils the water, ensuring it is free from parasites. "Always be prepared." According to Kieran, the orcs were wounded in the battle and should be slow-moving, Uloth says. "Hopefully we can catch them before they get back to..." And there they are! Attack! And yeah, the orcs are no match for our fearless heroes who carve through them with brutal efficiency. The medical supplies stolen from Millstone are recovered intact. A vagrant... the vagrant isn't going to win this race. There we go. Jolly good. Right, there was a vagrant race. We won. Splendid. I'm not going to read that again. The party passes a man mumbling about armoured mice who wield axes. Uloth mimes, "Crazy," to Crawford. That's probably from something that I don't know as well. I wonder what that's from. I don't know. The heroes round the corner and the Geek cupboard comes into view. Home. Sweet home. Okay, there we go. The adventurers were able to run down the wounded orcs before they reached their village. Millstone's medical supplies were recovered. Okay, next quest, some assembly required. These guys are pretty much back. They're a little, tiny way off. Okay, so yeah, lizard eggs. Lizard eggs for breakfast. We've seen that one already. As the sun sets, they've only just started, haven't they? Haven't they just started? Okay, as the sun sets in the morning, the party find themselves desperately hungry and low on supplies. They stumble upon a Dracoleech lair. Mindy draws her razor of eternal sorrow and says, I've heard Draco leeches aren't great eating, but I give my left leg for one about now. I think they sound very, very unpleasant and possibly a little bit on the bony side. But okay, let's have a little look. The heroes fall upon a sleeping rage of Draco leeches, quickly slaughtering them without mercy. They will dine well this night, even though I thought it was the morning. And they are home. An orc gypsy embraces Mindy outside the Geek cupboard and makes a promise they'll have dinner again soon. Who's that? Norman asks. The acrobat shrugs. I have no idea. Okay, continue. So, what happens with the ending of this one? Wilbur Winterflame uncharacteristically snapped at the heroes but apologised and blamed it on stress about the holiday. The adventurers headed home with the replacement toy and concerns about the toy maker's mental health. Oh, and that's never going to get resolved. Do you know what? Never mind. And mysterious groundskeeper. This is a little bit silly, but okie dokie. And they have arrived home. There we go. Do you know what? I got kicked in the head by a horse. That's absolutely fine. Since he was in such a chatty mood, Gahariet, the groundskeeper and gravedigger, was willing to gossip about almost anything. He told the heroes a poor girl who was buried there, Mayela Sombre, was murdered by her betrothed. He gave them some gold and sweets for their time. Oh, that's nice. I like sweets. And gold. I like gold as well. But I also like sweets. Right, back to the tavern. And here we go, the final time for the foreseeable future that we are going to return to the tavern. So, okay, I think that's sort of, we've still got plenty of stuff in stock. There are many, many people in the tavern because everybody is home. So, let's level up. Oh, my goodness me. Lots of people leveled up. So, yes, I think we knew, was it Ulof? Mindy was already going to level up. And I think it was Ulof and Crawford we sent out specifically to level up. But then Brom has also leveled up. Right, so Mindy joined the level 5s. Yes, okay, right. Well, let's have a couple of let's get social up actually. Not social, survival needs to go up. So let's get one each of those. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then possibly a point in. Oh dear, right. Okay, yes, she's good. Let's have a point in acting. Why not? Crawford can go up to level 6. He's got 4 points. Let's give him a point in inspiring, which is good. A couple in examination and 1 in surgery. Brom can have... How many points does he get? Did I just do something wrong there? Oh, okay, right. Okay, Brom Snowflare can have 1 in melee because he's a merchant, so he doesn't need to be fighting too much. How about 1 in materials? 1 in examination, just to bring his mind skills up a little bit, and then 1 in convince. That sounds good. And then Uloth can go up to the mighty level 7. 6 points. Wow. Okay, well, let's have a couple in bows and crossbows. Let's have 1 in tracking. Let's have 3 in each of these. There's a couple of pathfinding and 1 foraging to make it slightly nice and even. And there we go. Splendid. So no one else is nearly leveled up. I'll probably take a couple of trips out. Norman and Amelia kind of approaching level 8. But I even think the next couple of quests would push it a bit. So everyone is back. Let's do this then. Hello, Santiago Valdez. Yeah, cool. I like his name. Oh, why couldn't we get him on board? And there's Holly Fulton. Hello, Holly Fulton. Murgle. Yeah, let's reminisce over a drink. We've been through a lot, Mergs, haven't we? We've done a lot of stuff. Where's Grunts? There he is. Phew. Grunson, reminisce over a drink. Come on. Come on, my old buddy. Me old mucker. Yep, you can do that. Brazen as well, reminisce over a drink with you as well, because you've been around a long time. You're certainly one of the very early characters that we picked up. Okay, quests. Let's see what quest we're going to pick up. Help, yells a panicked man as he stumbles into the tavern. Batty Betty's Toyporium is under attack. Ah, so now the Netherkin are attacking. Okay, right, so the Netherkin are attacking. They've got cross. Drusilla, hit me with a quest. Owen Clee sends his thanks, Kieran says while loading up the recovered medical supplies. Mr. Clee is brilliant. If he says he'll fix up your infirmary, he will. He's already ordered the supplies. Pick them up in Valridge and he'll take care of the rest. So, surgery upgrades. I presume that's an extra bed, I guess. And the next quest, 16 quests. A freak storm has forced the river water over its banks and the tavern basement is starting to flood. The supplies need to move quickly to minimise damage. Okay, so a couple of actual tavern quests going on, which is interesting. We haven't done any of those for a little while. We've kind of put them on the sidelines for doing the main quest lines and the bigger, more exciting things. Yep, you can have one of those. And yeah, what should we end on? Mindy, have a margarita. And the last one, the last act that we do for now. Where is he? Where is he? Grunson. offer you a drink. Have a drink with me, my good man. Have... So I'm not giving you wine, for goodness sake. Have some orcish grog. There we go. Have some orcish grog with me, Grunson. Splendid. And that is it. That's all of our... Hello. You've ruined the start of the end monologue. Stop that, Santiago. That's it. That's it for now. Epic Tavern. Epic Tavern is done as a regular thing in the Geek Cupboard. I think it has run its course. I apologise. If you are looking at this thinking, oh, I wanted it to continue, I do apologise, but I think it's kind of run its course. We've done it an awful lot. It is an early access game. I think we've stretched it to its limits. The only bits now that I kind of want to do, really, are the quest bits. The bits in the middle, the journeying through and getting to the stuff now, we've kind of seen them all in one variant or another. We've kind of seen them all. So the quests are good. I like the writing, and I like the game. I love the game, and I imagine this is going to feature very heavily in the Geek Cupboard's future, because we're going to come back to it. And who knows, then maybe in a year's time, will it be ready for release? I don't know, but hopefully we shall be ready for that, and when it gets released we shall be there, and we'll have hopefully some early access to the updates and such like if we do. But yeah, as of the now, that is it. So we'll free up Saturday nights for other games and other things, and it's a bit of a change all round really for the Geek Cupboard, because we don't have, as of Monday, so now Saturday, this is the end of Epic Tavern appearing on a Saturday night, and as of Monday is the last Fallout 4 Explosives Only episode, which has been going for months and months, well, years, a year and a month. It started in 2016, it's going to end in 2018, so it's seen 3 different years as Fallout 4 Explosives Only. So it's a kind of all change. There's now no regular scheduled things, which I think is good in a way. I think it's a good thing. It's a bit weird because the 2 things that I knew I had to record, I'm not filming anything, record each week were Fallout and Epic Tavern. And so I got so used to it. I got so used to going, oh, right, yeah, I've got an hour or whatever. Yeah, let's record Epic Tavern. Oh, I've got a couple of hours. Let's record Fallout. And then I'd do the extra bits and bobs for Fallout, and I'd go and back up Epic Tavern stuff. And now I don't have to do that. Now I've got to do new games and do different stuff. So it's good. But I hope you have enjoyed Epic Tavern. And we shall, as previously said, come back to it. We'll come back when they update it, or when they release new bits and bobs. We'll come back and have a check. So the characters aren't gone. So Grunts are still around, and Murgle's still around, and they're all still here. And they can all they're all here. Look, they're all in the tavern, and they're all good buddies now. They're all good friends. Look, this friendship rating thing is very, very high. I mean, I don't quite know what it denotes, but Murgle and Grunts, oh no, there you go. Dougrim is actually the friendliest, it seems, with 277. Then Murgle, then Grunson, and then going down towards the new ones who haven't been here that long. But yeah, and I'm excited about the future of this. I think it's got a lot of potential, and they're putting in, as you can see when we came back from the quest, there's rival taverns, and then there's equipment trading, and eventually there'll be like blacksmiths, so you can make your own weapons. And I imagine they're going to add lots of different stories. And I don't think the format is sorted yet. I don't think the format of just going out and clicking through and going yes, accept, done is sorted. I think they're still going to add more to it. So like we've already seen the little chance things, the stances. That's it. From when you're on one of the encounters, you can change your stance, so you can have more success or make play a bit cautiously kind of thing. And then obviously they've put front row and back row in as it stands. That doesn't do anything as it stands right now, but in the future that will do some things. So yes, there is a lot going on. This is nowhere near the finished product at all. I've just noticed, is he stood on that? I can't zoom in anymore. I don't think I can zoom it. Can I zoom in? Yes, he stood on the bar stool. Norman, stop standing on my furniture, man. Oh, and you're floating off your bar stool. Okay. Letitia the Doctor and Crawford. Oh, the 2 doctors at the bar talking to the thief. There must be some way out of here, said the Doctor to the thief. No, it wasn't that. Anyway, there we go. So Epic Tavern went off on a tangent, wasn't it? That was a bit weird. That's it. That's it done for now. If you have enjoyed Epic Tavern, I'm very grateful. If you've come here because of this, if you found the Geek Cupboard because of Epic Tavern, and you've stuck around, then thank you very much. Thank you for watching Epic Tavern and contributing and commenting and liking and disliking or whatever. Thank you for enjoying Epic Tavern in the Geek Cupboard. But for now, as a regular thing anyway, it is time to say farewell to our level 13, as now unnamed, because they ran out of amazing words for it. They ran out of superlatives, so it's now just a level 13 tavern. It is time to say goodbye and cheerio for now. If you have liked this video, or indeed the series as a whole, please do leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, both in my actual Geek Cupboard and in this tavern, the Geek Cupboard. And I will see you next time. Let's throw that at you. That might get you. That's a beautiful shot. This is an unpleasant angle, Trish. Can you just fall in the water, please? This is the best box. This is my favourite box of the game so far. Oh no! It is hurting me. It's hurting me a lot. Very interesting way of doing your medical examinations. Who's examining who?